My passion for Latin American politics is not simply a niche intellectual endeavor, but also deeply personal. Both of my parents were persecuted by the US-backed military dictatorship of Augusto Pinochet, with my father being incarcerated and tortured by military intelligence for over 2 months. My story is simply one of thousands of Chileans who were allowed to enter Australia as either political or economic refugees in the 1970s and 80s. Australia, prior to the coup d'etat in Chile on September 11, 1973, had no major presence of a Latin American diaspora community. In mid-2021, thanks to the efforts of UNSW Professor Clinton Fernandez and his legal team, the Australian government for the first time declassified documents confirming that Canberra had sent Australian Secret Intelligence Service operatives at the request of the Central Intelligence Agency to Chile in early 1971 to support its efforts to overthrow the democratically elected administration of Socialist President Dr. Salvador Allende. In 2019, thanks to the dedication of several members of the Chilean-Australian community and their allies, the Pinochet intelligence operative and accused torturer and murderer Adriana Rivas, on the run from Chilean authorities and working as a nanny in Bondi, Sydney, was finally arrested in order to be extradited. She's still fighting this and obviously has a lot of financial backers because she continues to take the case to the next level. I think she's now in the Supreme or the High Court. With these small exceptions, which did obtain some media coverage, Latin America does not receive anywhere near the attention it merits in the Australian press. As I said before, I've been interviewed by a lot of media outlets, but other than the ABC many, many years ago, I'm actually rarely published. I get published in the alternative media. And I think there are some good reasons for this. For a start, too much coverage of Latin America might shed light on the nefarious power of our closest ally, the United States. A conclusion might be reached that we have never really supported an international rules-based order, but rather a brutal imperial one in which Australia itself plays the role of a sub-imperial power. Another reason coverage for of Latin America is marginalized might be that this part of the world constantly provides examples of people organizing themselves against insurmountable odds and fighting to defend their dignity.